Welcome to Wealth with Yasma, where we turn financial struggles into success. Let's start with a jarring fact. Can you believe that nearly 40% of Americans would have a hard time handling a $400 emergency expense? It's a sobering thought, isn't it? But don't fret, we're not here to dwell on the grim reality. Instead, we're going to tear down some common money myths that might be preventing you from achieving the financial success you deserve. Myth 1: more money will solve all problems. Now, that's a statement many of us have heard, and perhaps even believed at some point. But let's take a moment to dissect this myth. It's a common fallacy to think that financial prosperity is the ultimate panacea, the silver bullet that cures all woes. However, the reality is a bit more complex than that. Having more money doesn't automatically translate into fewer problems. In fact, without proper financial management, it can sometimes lead to more. You see, it's not about the size of your income, but about how you manage it. Picture this: two individuals, one earning a six-figure salary and the other on a modest income. The individual earning six figures could be living paycheck to paycheck, while the one on a modest income could be comfortably saving for a rainy day. How is this possible, you ask? The answer lies in financial management. Financial management is the process of planning, organizing, controlling, and monitoring your financial resources in order to achieve your financial goals. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. And it's something that experts in the field can't stress enough. For instance, Robert Kiyosaki, author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, emphasizes the importance of financial education and money management over simply earning more. He argues that without the right knowledge and skills, more money can often lead to bigger problems. Similarly, Dave Ramsey, a personal finance guru, often highlights the significance of budgeting, saving, and investing, regardless of one's income level. He believes that proper money management is the cornerstone of financial success. In essence, more money can provide more options, but it doesn't necessarily lead to financial stability or success. What really matters is how you manage that money. Are you investing wisely? Are you saving for the future? Are you living within your means? So more money doesn't necessarily mean fewer problems. It's all about how you manage what you have. Embrace this truth and you're one step closer to turning your financial struggles into success. Must let you know. Myth 2: you must make a lot of money to invest. Well, let's debunk this myth right away. Investing isn't just a game for the rich. It's a financial strategy that can and should be employed by everyone, regardless of their income level. It's a misconception, a myth, that you need to be raking in big bucks to start investing. Let's break it down. Imagine you're able to save, let's say, $20 a week. It may not seem like much, but stick with me here. If you take that $20 and invest it into a diversified portfolio, and let's say that portfolio gives you an average annual return of 7%, which is a reasonable assumption based on historical market performance. Now, continue investing that $20 a week for, let's say, 30 years. How much do you think you'd have by then? A couple of thousand? 10,000? Nope. You'd have amassed over $160,000. Yes, you heard that right. This is the power of small, consistent investments and the magic of compound interest. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." Now, of course, investing always comes with risks, and it's important to do your research and possibly seek advice from a financial advisor. But the point is, you don't need to wait until you're earning a six-figure salary to start investing. You can start small. Start now. The key is consistency. The earlier you start investing, the longer your money has to grow. And over time, with the power of compounding, your small, consistent investments can grow into something substantial. So the next time you hear someone say, "I can't invest, I don't make enough money," remember this myth and tell them the truth. Investing isn't just for the rich, it's a tool anyone can use to grow their wealth over time. Clearly, you don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. Every little bit counts. CT. Myth 3: you can't save money while paying off debt. Now, this is a myth that can seriously hamper your financial stability. Let's debunk this right now, shall we? It's true, paying off debt is crucial, but it's equally important to build an emergency fund. Why, you ask? Well, life is unpredictable and financial emergencies can strike at any time. If you're only focused on paying off debt and have zero savings, even a minor unexpected expense can push you further into debt. Now I hear you saying, but I can barely make my debt payments. How am I supposed to save? Well, it's all about balance and prioritizing. You don't have to choose between paying off debt and saving money. You can and should do both. Think of it this way. Your debt is like a leaky bucket and your income is the water you're pouring in. If you're only focused on filling the bucket, paying off debt, without fixing the leak, building savings, you'll always be scrambling to keep the bucket from emptying out. Financial experts, including the likes of Dave Ramsey and Suze Orman, recommend setting aside a certain percentage of your income for savings, even while you're paying off debt. This could be as little as 5%. It might not seem like much, but it adds up over time and can be a lifesaver when unexpected expenses come up. So, how do you start? First, take a good look at your budget. Identify areas where you can cut back. Maybe it's that daily latte or the premium cable package that you rarely use. Next, automate your savings. Have a portion of your paycheck automatically transferred to your savings account. This way you're saving without even thinking about it. Finally, remember that progress might be slow, and that's okay. Celebrate small victories. Every dollar saved is a step towards financial stability. So even while you're paying off debt, it's crucial to save. Don't let this myth hold you back. Before we continue busting myths, here's a quick reminder. You're already on the path to financial success just by being here, learning and growing. And there's a lot more where this came from. So why not take the next step? If you're finding value in this content, go ahead and give that like button a click. It lets us know you're engaged and want more. And why not share this video with friends and family? You never know whose life you might be changing with the right information at the right time. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you're joining a community of people who are committed to financial success. You're not just watching a video, you're taking an active step towards a brighter, more secure future. So let's keep the momentum going, shall we? Now let's continue with our myth-busting journey. Myth 4. You need a high-paying job to be wealthy. Let's debunk this myth right away. It's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep and grow. Wealth is not a byproduct of earning a high salary. It's about creating multiple income streams, saving wisely, and investing intelligently. Consider this. There are countless stories of lottery winners or high-earning professionals who end up broke. Why? Because they didn't know how to manage their money. On the flip side, there are those who never made a six-figure salary in their life but are comfortably retired because they understood the art of creating wealth. Take the example of Ronald Read. He was a janitor and a gas station attendant throughout his life. Not exactly high-paying jobs, right? But when he passed away, he left behind a fortune of $8 million, which he had accumulated by living frugally and investing wisely in stocks. Or consider the story of Grace Groner. She worked as a secretary for Abbott Laboratories for 43 years and lived in a one-bedroom house, but she was a millionaire. How? She invested in her employer's stock and let it grow over time. These stories tell us that wealth is not synonymous with a high salary. It's about financial literacy, understanding the power of compound interest, and making smart financial decisions. It's about saving a portion of whatever you earn, no matter how small, and investing it wisely. It's about letting your money work for you, creating passive income streams, and achieving financial independence. It's also about being patient. Wealth creation is often a slow process, like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering size and momentum over time. The key is to start early, be consistent, and let time do its magic. So let's dispel the myth that you need a high-paying job to be wealthy. Instead, focus on financial literacy, creating multiple income streams, and making smart investment decisions. So remember, wealth comes from smart financial decisions, not necessarily a high salary. Let's quickly revisit the myths we busted today. We've debunked the illusion that more money solves all problems and discovered that you don't need a fortune to start investing. We've also proven that saving while paying off debt is not only possible, but crucial. And remember, you don't need a high-paying job to be wealthy. The Kayleys in financial management, investing wisely, saving consistently, and creating multiple income streams. Remember, understanding these myths and their truths is the first step towards financial success. Thank you for joining us today on Wealth with Yasma. Until next time, keep busting those myths and building your wealth.